CQ Field L5, my drag is Sierra, Field L5, my drag is Sierra. Don CQ, the Eisenhower State Park, North Texas.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu November.
Hello, Daryl here, KG5MDS with another 2 wheels and 10 watts video. Obviously, I'm not on 2 wheels today. The purpose of today's trip and video is I'm trying to activate the 3 remaining parks that are unactivated in the state of Texas, and that'll close out all the parks will have been activated. From my house to the first park, to the second park, to the third park, is a little over 500 miles. There's no way I can do that on my motorcycle. Not even sure I can do that in my truck all in one day. So, but I'm going to give it a try. I left about 5:30 in the morning. The sun's about to start coming up, so hopefully there's enough light in the truck that this video part will make sense. But anyway, stick around and we'll see what happens. Okay, Daryl here, KG5MDS. I am at the Honey Creek State Natural Area. This is a pretty not real restrictive. They just don't let people in there except on Saturdays. And honestly, I couldn't come down here on Saturday. I don't know what kind of acceptance I'd have to putting something up like along. They give tours of the spot. And I didn't figure I'd have a success with that. And today's a Thursday, but I scouted it out, and there's this service entrance on the east side of the park. You can see there's actually the property line right here. So from here along this fence line this way and headed that way, and I'm going to set up right where I got my chair in front of the gate. I'm going to put my soda mast up right there along this post and use my Can-Tenna to go antenna, and hope the propagation gods are smiling on me. So this one's actually going to be, if things propagation wise go well, this one's really going to be a lot easier than I thought. I thought I might have to like not be able to park here or something like that, but if rangers or any of them come by and anything happens, I'll let you know in my post-activation video segment and stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to set up right here, and I'll be back on in just a little bit. Kilo Echo 3 November X-Ray Delta. You're about a 5555 here in Texas at Honey Creek Natural Area. Roger, and just to make sure I got it correct, that's Kilo Alpha 4 November X-Ray Papa. Is that correct, QSL? Thank you very much for chasing me from Kentucky. 73 to Kilo Alpha 4 November X-Ray Papa from KG5MDS. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you can tell, I've moved into my truck because it was just hot as you know what, sitting out in the sun there. So far, no issues as far as the park's concerned. I do have, as you can tell, if you can probably hear, a lot of background interference, and I've got my KX3 automatically sending CQ. I don't know if it's because I ran my ground wire along this barbed wire fence. I moved it a little bit. That didn't seem to help it. Was that Kilo Charlie 6 Yankee Quebec uniform? Kilo Charlie 6 Julie Quebec uniform. QSL? Thank you for the 5-5 in Georgia. You're about a 5-5 as well here in Texas at the Honey Creek State Natural Area. '73 to Kilo Charlie 6 Juliet Quebec uniform from KG5 MDS. Kurt, good to hear you. Good to hear you, Kurt. I got you about a 5-7 here in Central Texas at Honey Creek Natural Area. Hey, I copy the 4-5, Kurt. Thank you. 73 to Victor Echo 3 Zulu November from KG5 MDS. Hey, that gives me 10, so I made it an official activation. So anyway, I do have a lot of the noise here, so that's not so good. I don't know if it's the way I set my antenna up or if there's something interference. Maybe if someone else comes and activates this area, they can let us know how it is. But I would say it's a good spot to activate from. I don't know that I would try it on a Saturday. That's when they do tours into the area. This is not the tour entrance, obviously, but nonetheless, I'd probably refrain from Saturdays for a while. But if anyone else wants to activate it, I would think on a Sunday through Friday it would be fine here. I haven't had any problems. Nobody's interfered with me or asked me questions or anything like that. So anyway, I am going to head now to the next state park that hasn't been activated, which is the Albert and Bessie Kronkowski State Natural Area. And hopefully this interference background noise stays here. It doesn't come with me. So for right now, this is KG5 MDS saying 73. Okay, I have a Texas travel fact for you. I'm currently on 130. 130 is a toll road east of Austin. If you're traveling north and south on Interstate 35 in Texas, and you want to bypass Austin and all of its traffic messes, you can take 130 east of town. And the really kind of cool part about 130 is that the posted speed limit is 85 miles per hour. So if you get a ticket on 130 for speeding, you must really be in a hurry. Okay, well, there's no joy in Potaville for the Albert and Bessie Kronkowski State Natural Area. I knew it was closed, and someone that wrote me on Facebook and said, "Oh, you can't do these." And Albert and Bessie was the one I worried the most about. And I went in and talked to the only Texas Parks person who works there, who's salaried, so to speak, and nice fella and everything, but they don't even have their funds for what the park's going to be yet. And he said without that, they don't have the kind of use of the park, so to speak, figured out yet. And he said until they start to get that in place, he doesn't really want to let anyone in the public use the park for any purpose. And I thought he was going to let me do it just so we could cross it off the list. But anyway, it didn't work out. So far I've got one of the three done. I got the Honey Creek one done. And I got the guy's card. He said to keep in touch with him. So I may keep working them. I have to come down this way 2 or 3 more times this year easily. So I'm going to keep working him and see if I can get that. And now the only one left of the 3 that was on my trip was the Powderhorn Ranch. And so I think I can get to that one unless they just completely block the entrances to it. It is open, but it's only open so far to special hunting and stuff. And I don't know how restricted they are is just passing through. There's park roads there and such. So anyway, so I think I'm going to head that way, and it'll take me about 3 hours to get there. So we'll see if I can get that one crossed off the list. So KG5 MDS out for now. Here's a little travel in Texas fun fact for you. We have these travel centers, travel stops called Buc-ee's. And if you're not from Texas, I guess the best way to describe it is they're big, really big. They have clean restrooms, and there's a beaver. Okay, so Daryl here, KG5 MDS again. This is Powderhorn Ranch. It's another park that's been on our inactive list, and Texas, I think, just got it going not too long. They've had the land for a while. They just got it going. I think they allow permitted hunts at certain times of the year. Eventually it'll be opened up more to the public and such, and they'll have other things on it. I don't know exactly what yet or anything like that. But anyway, it's been on an inactive list, and luckily, just like the Honey Creek, there's a little short entrance here. So although there really isn't much to see or to show you guys, I am on Powderhorn Ranch Park. You can see wildlife management area, and I'm outside the fenced-in area, so hopefully I'll be okay. I was at Honey Creek. There's the property line right there, running down this way and across over to there. So I'm entirely on it. I'm going to put my soda mask right there. It's very windy, so I'm going to run a coax into the truck and see what kind of contacts I can make. So stay tuned. All right, Daryl here, KG5 MDS, wrapping up from Powderhorn Ranch, and I guess it was a 66% successful day. I wanted to activate 3 parks that were the remaining parks that haven't been activated in Texas, and I was able to get 2 of them done. And I knew the third, the one I didn't get was really the second one. I knew it was going to be tough because there were people there that, even though the park's not open, they're like workers and everything like that, and you can't just get there and operate. You know, they would see me, and it's not that you have to be incognito or anything, but if they see you, then, you know, because the park's basically not open yet, I felt obligated to ask permission, and you know, it went kind of like what I thought it would. So even though that one had the most room that I could have operated, they had like volunteers working, a big parking lot. I mean, it could, I mean, there was public people there, but they were working there. It would have been so easy to do it and not interfere with anything or anything like that. But, you know, you've got to respect the parks people, because you don't want to make them mad. Even if you accomplish an activation, you don't want to make them mad, and then that puts a bad taste in their mouth for the next activator who goes there. So anyway, I've got the guy's card. I had a great conversation with him, explained to him about parks on the air and all that, and I'll keep working him. He said maybe in September, but I'm hoping that we can do it sooner. As far as after that, it was a 3-hour drive to here, about a 3-hour drive. Got that done. Now I'm on my way back. So I've already logged about, over 500 miles, and I still got about, 200 or 300 back to go. So sorry if you were trying to reach me there at the last one and I cut it short, but it was just, I won't get back till probably 2 a.m. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock now. Yeah, it'll be after 2 because it'll take me 5 hours probably to get home. But I'm happy, and my motivation for this is not that, oh, they're all-time new ones. That doesn't, they're new to me anyway, so that doesn't do anything. I just wanted Texas to get closed out. We had 3 parks that weren't activated, so now 2 of those 3 are done. And when I say I don't mean me. I just mean, Texas in general, somebody to close them out. In fact, several of us talked about this on the internet, had postings on our Facebook group back in the fall, really. And I think we had about, 8 or 9 at that time. And several people have come up. I won't remember all their names. Zach was one of them. Bob was another. I can't remember all their names, but Texas is a huge state, so it takes a team effort to do it. And now we have 1 more to go. So anyway, again, it's a big state. If I left my house, I've driven over 500 miles today, and if I left, and I got about 200 or 300 more to go, and if I left my house this morning, I haven't put enough miles to get to El Paso yet. I will, I guess, probably by the time I get home. But anyway, Powderhorn Ranch, 16 QSOs in about 25 minutes, so it went good. The only other thing I want to say is both Powderhorn Ranch and Honey Creek were areas where you have fenced off portions of the park, but there were places that weren't fenced off, that you're on park grounds, that you're not harming anything. So if you're want to do a park and people say, oh, you can't do it, because people told me I wouldn't be able to do these, do some research, do some checking. You might be able to. I was able to do 2 of the 3. The third one I wasn't. So anyway, that's it. KG5 MDS for 2 wheels and 10 watts. My next video, I'll probably be back on 2 wheels and going somewhere. Who knows? So thanks for tuning in. Hope you subscribe. Hope you like. Get out there and activate. Or if you can't do that, get out there and chase. If you hear someone activating, try to spot them. Activators really appreciate that. And that's it for now. 73.